So we have just gotten some terrible news that just hurts the Mavericks so much. The Mavericks are already on a roller coaster season, one of the worst seasons in NBA history. Wildest season, craziest season. I would hate to be a Mavs fan right now. Kyrie Irving has been ruled out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL. Very saddening news right there with Kyrie just coming off of an all-star berth and still looking like one of the best stars in the league right now. He is out for the rest of the season with that torn ACL. And another news just came out, Anthony Davis might be out for the rest of the season. Now, AD has been dealing with an injury, like a groin injury or something that he has been like having after he played that first game, which is kind of crazy, of the NBA with the Mavericks after the trade. And he might be ruled out too. But let's just talk about this roller coaster of a ride right here with the Mavericks starting from this season. So the Mavericks made the finals last season versus the Boston Celtics. They lost 4-1, but there was a lot of hope. I thought they would be a really good team in two next this season. From last season's performance, they beat a lot of great teams in the playoffs, and as the fourth seed, that was really impressive. Beat the Clippers, they beat the Thunder, number one seed, who you see now are insane, but like that was before they got Hartenstein and Caruso. And then we also see them beat the Timberwolves, who another video might be made about that situation right there. Also another big fall off. But the Mavericks is worse, and we just got all this news, so we got to make a Mavericks video. And the Mavericks, they were still young. They had a lot of great players, like Luka was still young, 25. Derek Lively just came from his first season and was really good. Then Kyrie still had a lot of stuff in the tank. As we saw, he like revitalized his career last year. And then a lot of the role players were great. And then in the offseason, they lost Derrick Jones Jr., who was a big part of their core, and some other players, Josh Green. But they got in a lot of great talent that made them seem like they improved from their finals team. First, they got Klay Thompson, who is still a really good player, a really good role player, like a starter player. He's a high level role player, and they got him trading Josh Green or something, I believe. And then they also got um Najee Marshall, who was a really good role player for the Pelicans, and Quentin Grimes, who they traded Tim Hardaway Jr. for, which was a great deal as Hardaway was not really that good with the Mavericks last season. And Quentin is a really solid young player. And then they still kept a lot of their young players and their acquisitions like PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, and they look like a team that could, compete and win the West again. But start of the season, they were actually pretty good. But then Luka got injured and everything started to crumble after that. Once Luka got injured, he was out for from like Christmas time to like around the All-Star break. And after that they fell a little, but still Kyrie was carrying. They had a great team. But then, what happened? The Luka trade happened out of nowhere with Nico Harrison not trusting his superstar, generational talent, top 5 player in the league because of weight issues and because of his off the court activities, which is insane. Like, they got Anthony Davis, Max Christie back. Max Christie has looked, though, pretty solid, but Anthony Davis, their star they got back, looked really good that first game. And then we thought, the Mavs might be really good, might be back. But then AD gets injured and he is out since their first game. He only played like 3 quarters with the Mavs. Then Derek Lively was injured already before. Daniel Gafford gets injured. PJ Washington gets injured. And then now, yesterday versus the Sacramento Kings, Kyrie Irving tears his ACL, which is really sad. I mean, Kyrie, like a warrior for real, man. made 2 free throws after tearing his ACL, just like Kobe, just like Clay. And it was a great sight to see him fight through that pain and make those free throws. And then, it was really sad to see him tear his ACL. Might have been from playing so many minutes. Played 39 minutes a game, which is crazy. Only getting 9 minutes of rest per game. And that's for like the past 10 games around. And then now the Mavericks have like no Kyrie, no AD, no like Derek Lively, Dale Gafford, PJ Washington. Then Jaden Hardy got injured too. A solid role player for them. So now they're left with Klay Thompson and like some role players. That's it, man. It's really sad. Like their center is Kai Jones right now, which is a player that the Clippers just waived. So this is bad. Most likely now, after making the finals last year, they're not even gonna make the play-in, which is crazy. Cause like teams like the Suns and the Blazers are coming up. The Blazers especially, no one's talking about them. They have been really good the past like 10, 15 games. I might have to drop a video about them. But the Portland Trailblazers might be coming up now real quick. And then, yeah, I mean, no one likes the Luka trade. They also traded Quentin Grimes for Caleb Martin, who also has not played a single game for the Mavericks. Like, if the Mavericks are fully healthy, their team is really good. A lot of really good role players and stuff. But they're not fully healthy at all. And they got injury-prone players like AD. Kyrie's a bit injury-prone because he's an older player, playing a ton of minutes. That's not a good recipe for success and health. I mean, in the summer, there have been news that maybe the Mavericks are targeting Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant's getting traded from the Suns. That is a whole nother big drama place. KD's gone probably. BO2, they're going to retool around Booker. But Kevin Durant to the Mavericks is pretty unlikely because the Mavs have to gut their whole depth to even make that trade. But it is possible. KD, AD, and Irving will play, and that will be a crazy trio. Now, I don't know if that will win because you see KD, Kyrie, and Harden not work, but this time they got AD, who's good at defense, and he's a big man. If that happens, that would be a crazy comeback from that Luka trade and all that stuff, but still, this Maverick situation is terrible right now. It would be really, really crazy if they even hold on to that 10th spot because they might start tanking for Cooper Flag or something. And also, if they get Cooper Flag and then trade for Kevin Durant, the Mavs just made a masterclass again. But yeah, we won't talk about that because no way that's happening because so many teams are trying to get Cooper Flag. 76ers, like the Spurs, Pelicans. But yeah. This is just a video of the Mavericks, and prayers to Kyrie Irving, definitely. Hope he heals well. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.